We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Jackson Center High School where the Marion local Flyers will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriageworks, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allenbaugh Insurance, and NKTelco. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and with me tonight, Rich Bensman. And we've got a battle of a couple of state-ranked teams. Jackson Center comes into the weekend ranked number 3, 13-1 overall after a nice win over rival Botkins in league play on Friday night. And the Tigers are riding high, 13 straight wins, Rich.
Yeah, both these teams are pretty well coached up. They do a great job with their programs. A lot of consistency throughout, throughout the freshman, JV, varsity. A lot of consistency. That JV game went to overtime, Dave.
And the JV game starting us off with a wild one. Overtime, Jackson Center comes back and wipes out a 5-point Marion local lead to win it with a minute with 1.5 seconds left.
I thought both those JV coaches did a great job.
It was an exciting JV game. Of course, Marion local comes into today's game. The Flyers are 10-2 overall with a win over Fort Recovery, and the Flyers rank number 8 in the state, and the Flyers missing a key performer for the last couple of games, but the Flyers still playing some pretty good basketball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They definitely got the size advantage, but yeah, Jaden Mesher, without Jaden, and he's 44% from 3.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
And introduction of our starting lineup coming up here in just a moment. A starting lineup all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Number 4, a senior, Luke Pullman, comes in averaging a little bit less than 4 points per game. Brandon Eink, number 15. Also there, number 12 is Tate Hess. And number 23, Austin Niekamp. And number 33, a junior, 6'9", leading scorer for the Flyers, 15 points a game and 8 rebounds. Now for the home team, the Jackson Center Tigers. Nolan Fark, a senior, number 4. Nolan averaging a little over 11 points, had a great game against Bodkins. Number 12, Jace Mullenauer, a senior. Excellent player for the Tigers, averaging a little bit over 15. Number 15, Grant Elkert, a 6'2 senior. Number 24, another senior, Bryson Roberts, 6' senior. And then Camden Reese, number 34, Mr. Solid out front for Jackson Center, a 6'3 senior. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Standout player for Jackson Center. Now let's move on to our keys to the game, Rich. Let's take a look at the Marion Local Flyers and head coach Kurt Gottemiller.
They want to match their intensity for all 4 quarters, control the boards, and make some perimeter shots because they got a pretty stingy defense.
And for Jackson Center under head coach Scott Elkert.
Win the transition battle. They want to get out and go with it a little bit. They also talk about winning the boards and continue to shoot the ball well.
And, of course, we've got what Coach Elkert likes to call Saturday night energy. It's a non-conference game, and we're just here to play. A little bit of pride at stake. MAC and Shelby County Athletic League teams going at it. Marion Local will have the tip and the basketball first. Underway at Jackson Center. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Hess back over to the left side, and Brandon Ike into the lane. Nice move. And Brandon Ike with the first score of tonight's game with 7 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Opening quarter play. Elkert in the wing. Back over to Mullenauer. Mullenauer into the lane. Camden Reese. He'll shoot the 3. Shot just a little bit strong. Rebound to the Tigers. Mullenauer, 15-footer, knock it home. Jace Mullenauer. Boy, when you take a look at Mullenauer, Rich, his shooting numbers are just beautiful.
Unbelievable. Outstanding. 56% from 3.
Over in the right side it is Luke Pullman, one of the starters that has to take over some of the scoring load with the loss of Jaden Mesher to a broken nose, who's out for one more game. I think this would be his 3rd game that he may have missed, but I'm sure he'll be ready soon as Kanapke has it in the baseline.
Jackson Center being pretty physical down there. You can see their trademark defense does a great job there on Kanapke.
Comes out to Pullman. Hess gets it in the corner to Ike. Looking inside to Kanapke. Boy, there's quite a battle raging on there.
Yeah, they're 3-quarter fronting him.
Reese is going to guard against him, and the rebound will come down to Mullenauer on the missed shot. Down the lane, Reese. Back out to Elkert. Back out front to Mullenauer. Into the lane. Loses the ball. Turnover by Jackson Center. Turnaround jumper, Tate Hess. Shot no good. A rebound, Mullenauer. We're tied at 2 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Out front to Roberts. He'll go to the corner and Reese. Of course, Jackson Center, an emotional league win the night before. There's a guy that was our player of the game last night. Nolan Fark, turnaround jumper, nothing but net. Fark with his first basket of the game.
Really good patience there with Jackson Center running that motion. A lot of stuff around the free throw area, and then a good on the weak side.
Get the nice shot, and they go up 4-2. Mitchell Ranley, a 6-foot junior, into the lineup for Marion Local. First sub with 5:16 to go. Opening quarter play. Open is Ranley, and he'll connect. Don't have much stats on Ranley because he just came up, I believe, from the junior varsity game. Getting a lot more playing time with Mesher out with the injury.
Came up big there, Dave.
And it's 5-4, Marion Local with the lead. Mollenauer back over to Roberts. Out front, Fark. He'll shoot the three. Knock it home. You can count that one.
Again, very good side-to-side basketball. A lot of screening around the free throw line. He kind of popped that one and got a good look out of it.
Kanapke has it. Austin Niekamp is inside. Fark will guard him. They'll bring it back out and start it over. Hess with the ball. Back over to Niekamp. Niekamp to Ranley. Niekamp looks inside. Jack Kanapke, number 33, is guarded by Camden Reese. Tell you what impresses you about Jack Kanapke is just his physical size, not necessarily only his height, but his strength.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there.
Beautiful assist. It just doesn't fall for Tate Hess. And Jackson Center will try and extend their lead. Fark, too strong. Rebound Hess. Ball bounces around. Elkert will come up with it. Quick pass Mollenauer. You don't see him miss too many of those jumpers, but he did that time. Luke Pullman. Boy, we were talking about him, about how much he's got to kind of help out in the absence of Mesher.
Yeah, he scored 12 last night.
He connects, and the lead now goes back to Marion Local at 8-7. Elkert for the lead. Grant Elkert, senior, 6'2", connects. Hess. Rebound up, no good. Rebound again by Elkert. Pullman had the rebound shot, but no good, and it's 10-8. Jackson Center with the lead.
Marion's running some of those staggered screens coming off of it, and then they try to reverse the ball and go to Kanapke.
Mollenauer over Kanapke, shot no good, and Austin Niekamp with the rebound. Tate Hess. Into the lane he goes. He's going to score. Puts it up and in. 6'2" senior, averaging about 7.5 points a game. Elkert in the wing. Looks for Fark. He'll shoot the three. Got it. Grant Elkert. Saw that against Botkins in game number 1. Elkert. Trojans let him open for a couple of threes, and he burned the Trojans. And got Jackson Center off to a pretty good second half lead, if memory serves me correctly. Ranley, it rims in and out. Here comes Reese. Trying to get it inside to Elkert, but it's tipped away. It's kind of amazing. Reese on defense, he's playing Kanapke down low, and he brings the basketball up the court.
Yeah. Marion Local's running a 4-out, 1-in right now, just trying to seal Jack Kanapke.
Fark will inbound it. And Reese has it. Fast-moving first quarter. Reese goes inside. Heitkamp into the game, a sophomore. Lucas Heitkamp, excuse me. Back out front it goes to Lucas Hartle, who's also a junior in the lineup for the Tigers. Got a whistle inside.
Both of these teams being very patient on offense, getting side-to-side basketball. Right there, Jackson Center went inside-out look.
Fark will inbound it. Heitkamp cuts to the corner, going to toss it into Reed Platfoot, a sophomore that's into the lineup. Fark from the corner, and he'll connect. They love it here in Jackson Center. 16-10, early lead for the Tigers. Hess into the lane, puts it up and in. In the old days, that would have been a travel.
Yeah, right now they call it a Euro step now.
Not today, that's right.
Again, you saw Jackson Center inside-out basketball, which they were unable to connect on that shot.
Reese out front. Clock counting down. Flatfoot has it. He'll just hang on to the basketball. Fark will have it. Now Reese. Hess takes a swipe at the basketball. It comes back over to Fark. Lucas Heitkamp with it, number 13. Clock coming up on 15. Reese looks to the bench. Coach Elkert shouting instructions. Reese into the lane. Here comes Heitkamp. Off balance shot, no good by Flatfoot. And that's going to end our first quarter of play. Our score, Jackson Center 16 and Marion Local 12. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
First quarter in the books. Jackson Center 16, Marion Local 12. And any observations on quarter number one there, Rich?
Well, we were just talking a little bit, Dave. So no free throws have been shot. And I think that attributes to both teams running their offense and getting really good looks, with having good assists and moving the ball side to side. So they're not forcing so many things.
Jackson Center will have the basketball. They enjoy a 4-point lead. Hartle inside to Flatfoot. Flatfoot says no way. The official backside shot Reese, and now we'll have a foul as Flatfoot put the shot up.
It was a good offensive rebound. The initial action was a down screen and with a seal.
And Reed Flatfoot, 6'5" sophomore. Smooth touch at the free throw line, 63% or right around that on the season for the young sophomore. Second free throw no good. Rebound to the floor goes Mitchell Ranley, and he'll scoop it up to Brandon Ike, who'll bring it up court. Hess. He'll go inside Kanapke. He's been kind of quiet.
Yep, they're doubling.
Kanapke gets it back out to Niekamp. He survived that little exchange. You can see Jackson Center just puts everybody on it.
Yeah, they came from the top. They came from the wing.
They came from everywhere on him that time.
He would have had a kick out maybe that's like coming from the strong side wing initially. And then when it got a little deeper, the top guy came as well.
So it ends up a turnover for Marion Local, and 5-point lead for the Tigers, and they get the basketball.
If Jack just, sometimes kick that ball back out and reestablish, he might get a little deeper of a seal and a little bit better movement and have to come back down on defense on him.
Reese goes inside to Flatfoot. Flatfoot will make the move. That time they'll call the charge. That will go against Flatfoot. That'll be his first foul, and that's the first foul of the game for Jackson Center. Flyers have got 2, so only 3 fouls so far in this contest tonight. As you noted, Rich, that's a good sign.
Yeah, he sold that one a little bit.
Inside Kanapke,
see that
triple
3 guys
team.
around him.
Rebound comes down to the Tigers. Reese will have it. tell you what, when you look at defense, Jackson Center, well, these two teams, I should say, these two teams are probably the two best defensive teams in Northwest Ohio, or at least in West Central Ohio, depending how far you want to go.
Yeah. One of the keys that Coach Gottemiller was talking about is to shoot the basketball well from the perimeter. And obviously with Mesher being out, a 44% three-point shooter, they're really coming at Jack Kanapke.
Yeah, Marion Local, they allow about 46 a game. Jackson Center allows, 30.6 points per game. And, they've actually held some teams to single digits this year. 17-12, our early lead for Jackson Center.
Right now, there you go. See that? That's what I'm talking about. He kicked it back out, made the defense have to recover back on a closeout. Then he went right back inside, and he got a much better, deeper look.
Yeah, Kanapke will go to the line. He'll see if he can pick up his first points of the night. That's a quick decision by the post player that he has to make, I would imagine.
Oh, absolutely. But it was a good one, and it was a quick pass out. And again, they had to recover on a closeout, and he got a deeper seal.
Kanapke, second toss coming up here. Jack hits nothing but net that time, and it's 17-13. Substitutes as Jackson Center will inbound it. Jace Mullenauer, number 12. He'll toss it in. Fark will come down court. Looks like Marion Local's going to pick him up man-to-man all the way here. Flatfoot, he'll get it into Nolan Fark. Fark across the timeline. He goes left side on Ranley. Turnaround shot, no good. In and out, Roberts will grab the rebound. Flatfoot trying to work himself into position against Niekamp. No luck. And Flatfoot may be injured, but he hustles back, and we've got a travel on Tate Hess.
Both of those exchanges was the first time we tried to see some players separate from the offense and do some things, which resulted in a travel over here for Marion Local.
4-point lead, 17-13. Inside it goes to Mullenauer, back out to Elkert. Elkert had some big points in the quarter number one. Roberts on the baseline, short jumper, no good. Niekamp with a rebound, and Flatfoot comes over his shoulder and picks up the foul. That's his second, so quickly Camden Reese will come back into the game for Jackson Center. Brandon Ike, senior, 6'1" senior, will bring it up court. Niekamp back out to Ranley. Kanapke's out front.
Now it's a little more 5 out, and they're setting some screens for Kanapke.
Inside goes Ranley. He'll draw the foul, and Mitchell Ranley will step to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you're just in a 4-out, 1-in, players can really poach on you down low. But if you move them out a little bit and then get some back screen action like they just did there, that gives them a little mobility.
And when you talk about a 4-1, you might explain to those that may not know what a 4-1 is.
Yeah, 4-out, 1-in, you got 4 perimeter players, and you got a post player sealing really hard. And sometimes he follows the action of the ball when it goes to the weak side, and sometimes he doesn't. But he's pretty stationary when you do that. So,
and when you have a player like Jack Kanapke, a 4-1 makes a lot of sense. Jackson Center with the basketball. Kind of been scoreless here as we move into the second quarter, looking for some points. Camden Reese going to be patient. Tigers do that very well. They'll run their offense. Elkert is in the corner. It'll come back out to Nolan Fark. Boy, and you look at the Jackson Center team like right now, you have 5 seniors, I think, on the court right now. So you've got experienced players. Mullenauer goes inside, it doesn't fall, and Kanapke will grab the rebound. Here comes Hess. Ike open. Shot no good by Mitchell Ranley. Mullenauer up court quickly. Roberts pulls it back out to Fark. Reese goes to the left side as Fark goes around. Reese top of the key. Elkert in the one corner. Roberts in the other.
See that motion offense, all those screens around the elbow area. It's almost a 1-4 across the free throw line.
Fark, somehow that pass got to Reese. Roberts back to Mullenauer. And you know, like I said, with 5 seniors on the court, they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Fark, 15-footer. It's going to be short. It's going to go out of bounds. And down official asks for help. Says it was tipped by Marion Local, so Jackson Center will get the basketball. Jackson Center folks may not agree, but the official asked for help and got it. Wanted to make sure of the call out front. Reese will have it. Got a battle of state-ranked teams here from the MAC and Shelby County Athletic League. Thanks for joining us. Reese inside off the glass. It doesn't go. Kanapke with the rebound.
That came off of a nice little move from the elbow, a little screen, and then he slipped it and went right in.
Hess. It doesn't go. Mullenauer at 5'10". He races up court. Almost an extra step. Roberts no good. Kanapke, he'll control the boards, and we've got a timeout, Marion Local. Kurt Gottemiller wants to take a timeout and talk to his troops. 2:54, it's a full timeout, so we'll take a break. Jackson Center 17, Marion Local 13. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
2 minutes and 54 seconds here in the first half, and a couple of teams with some experienced head coaches, and it's quite a battle out on the floor. What do you think, Rich? What are you thinking from your coach's perspective?
I think they are doing a great job of the players understand what they want to try to get offensively, both programs, but also defensively. I think both teams are playing pretty well.
It's a battle. It's a 4-point difference in this one. Hess will have it out front for the Flyers.
It's a little isolation. They cleared out the post. Now they're going to bring it back to him. It's what we used to call a naked post. There wasn't anybody over there on him, and he was wide open.
There they toss it inside. They're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Elkert, I believe. We'll make sure of it. Yep, 15 on the hack. And Kanapke will shoot the free throw. And he'll make it. Have to scurry back to the stat sheet and see. Jack Kanapke, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, 61.2%. He'll connect on that one as Brandon Eink will come back into the lineup. Boy, I tell you, when you look at Marion Local, it's tough when you lose a player like a Jaden Mesher. Yeah. Jaden Mesher is a second-team All-MAC player. So the ability of them to adjust to that just shows you what a program that they do have. Fark will go to the line.
Yeah, and that's got to be a big adjustment, too, because, you know, you're talking about a 44% three-point shooter. That's going to, you know, you can't corral Jack Kanapke as much as there were 4 guys around him last time.
Yeah, and that makes a difference. And we're in a low-scoring affair here, 17-15 with 2:11 to go. Clark misses a free throw as Roberts will come in. Roberts will go out. Heitkamp comes in.
I think it's really smart by Coach Gottemiller to move him around at times so he's not so stagnant down the post where they can kind of, what I used to call poach on you, just, you know, lean on you and beat on you. But if you move him out and then get a back screen to bring him in, there's some action before the post up.
Okay, Marion Local with the basketball. They're down by 3. Inside to Kanapke. He'll put it up and in. And that's his first field goal, I believe.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Elkert on the wing, handling the basketball, gets it out front to Reese.
It was a big, strong post seal, and he was wide, and guy made a nice bounce pass in there.
Mullenauer is going to work that baseline. He'll get it back out. Heitkamp quickly to Elkert. Elkert will pull it back in. Gets it to Mullenauer. Mullenauer, 15-footer. Heitkamp's got his hands on it. He's scrambling for it. For Jackson Center, he'll come back out to Mullenauer. They get it over to Fark. Moving the ball very quickly. They get it to Reese in the corner. I'm always impressed with Jackson Center's passing ability. That takes a smart team. They don't put it on the floor, they pass it first.
Well, in the last series, it's like a little flex action here. In the last series, they had side-to-side basketball and inside-out basketball, and they got good look.
Elkert's 3 no good, and the rebound is going to come down to Brandon Eink. Eink has it. He looks at the scoreboard, looks at 41 seconds on the clock, and Marion Local, 1 point difference in this one. They try to look for Kanapke inside. Right now, we're just going for the final shot of the half, I think. I've said that too many times tonight in that junior varsity game. I'm a little leery of saying it again.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Now they got kind of little short corner action going as well with Niekamp. Oh, that was a good slip by Kanapke.
Niekamp, he goes behind the arc and takes the shot. No good. Ball will go out of bounds, or finally corralled there by Brandon Eink in the corner, and that first half is over. Jackson Center 18, Marion Local 17. You're watching a couple of state-ranked basketball teams here on NKTelco Sports. Once again, our score, Jackson Center 18, Marion Local 17. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an Internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Halftime score, it's 18-17. Jackson Center with a slim 1-point lead. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Rich Bensman. Of course, Rich, college coach, former college coach, very successful at the high school level. You got a state championship underneath your belt at Cincinnati Reading, and just shy of 300 victories, career victories. When you take a look at high school basketball, there's a lot of people who look at this 18-17 score before we move on to some stats, and they'll say we need a shot clock. What's your opinion on that?
You know, in college, you have a shot clock, so you have to have some separators on the floor. By that, I mean guys that one-on-one you break you down. That's what a separator is. In high school, it's going to be nice to have a separator, but you don't have a shot clock to force your hand. So you can see what we're seeing here. Two very well-coached teams, both defensively and offensively, knowing what they want to get. And there's no shot clock to force their hand.
Yeah, and it's been a coach's battle, a player's battle, and you got teams with such good fundamentals too, for the most part.
Right. Well, there's more consistency. College, you have them for 4 years, and in high school anymore now, you've got a developmental youth program and junior high, and so you have a little more consistency there.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. 18-17, that's the important figure, and Jackson Center with a 1-point lead, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Yeah, Jackson Center, they probably would hope to be better the second half from the 2-point field goal percentage. They're 2 for 10, and they're a little bit better than that. We're waiting for Jace Mullenauer to get going a little bit, and they're 4 from 8 from the 3-point range, and then Marion Locals 4 from 6 from 2-point, and then just a tailing tail on the other side. They're 2 for 6 from the 3-point range.
Interesting statistics there as we start the second half of play. Marion Local with the possession, and they can take the lead here. Hess will inbound it. There's the toss. Niekamp. Oh, and it doesn't fall. Austin Niekamp had a great look at that one and just rolls away. And that's been the story of the night. Roberts, his shot no good. A rebound comes down to Brandon Ike, and Brandon will bring it up court quickly. Luke Pullman is over on the right side. They'll get the basketball to him. Cross court to Niekamp.
Back in there, 4 out, 1 in. They're sinking a little bit off the perimeter players to bottle that up a little bit on Jack Kanapke.
Kanapke's inside. Reese is leaning on him. Elkert will help out as the Flyers work the outside. 1 minute gone in this quarter already. There's the foul. That's going to be on Roberts, and Bryson a little frustrated, perhaps with himself rather than the call, as the clock is at 6:57.
See, Brandon Ike, that lane opened up because that time Jack Kanapke in the 4 out, 1 in did not follow the basketball. Therefore, you had an open post, and Brandon read that pretty well and went pretty strong to the basket.
Free throw just a little bit short, as Brandon Ike had 2 points at halftime. Jack Kanapke led the Flyers with 5. Nolan Fark had 9 for Jackson Center. And Grant Elkert hit a couple of threes in that first quarter. He had 6 for the Tigers. Roberts out front. Grant Elkert with it. He dumps it off to Mullenauer. Mullenauer gets it out front to Fark, and Flyers, Ike is going to stay right with him as Roberts has it in the wing. Inside Reese, there's a foul on Kanapke.
Yeah, that was that
clobbered him pretty good.
Yeah, that was that motion offense around the 1-4 around the free throw line. He set that screen and then he slipped it, and that's why he got to be so open in the post.
Roberts nice inside. Cut. Reese shot. Good defense there by Pullman. They'll get it to Elkert. Grant Elkert connects on a 3. And it's 21-18. Elkert with 9 points here tonight. He's hit 3 threes. Niekamp off the glass. Boy, that was a nice move by
soft touch.
Sophomore, I believe, isn't he? Austin Niekamp, yeah, sophomore at 6'8". Elkert, Niekamp comes out on top of him now. Reese will have it. Park's going to move inside as he goes to the corner. Elkert, they'll respect his shooting. They'll come out. Reese now working on Kanapke. Nice pass.
Yep.
Roberts puts it up, draws the foul, and hits the basket.
Really good body control.
What a wonderful pass.
Yeah, they went inside first, and then they had a kick out, and that now you're in closeout basketball, and they had to come out hard at him, and he had a nice shot fake and took it off the bounce and did a great job.
And Roberts, his first basket of the night. Free throw doesn't go home, and Luke Pullman will grab the rebound. Hess, he'll handle it. Pullman over in the right side. Elkert's chasing him all over. Pullman will pull up and take the three. Shot no good. Elkert grabs the rebound as the long bounce comes back to Grant Elkert. He'll bring it up court. He gets it to Reese. Reese handling it. He looks at Kanapke. Back over to Fark as Elkert will roll to the corner. Reese comes out. Ball goes to the corner, and Roberts inside to Mellenauer. Outside shot. In and out. Reese. We got a foul on the backside.
Yeah, a little push in the back. I'm surprised when you have Niekamp and you have Kanapke on the floor, there might be some high-low opportunities because they have a little bit of a size advantage in that respect. So when you go high-low from the elbow to the block, there's no real natural help side.
Roberts will toss it in long, and Mollenauer will pick it up. Back across the timeline he goes. Reese has it. 4 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Jackson Center with a 3-point lead. There's the turnover. Ryan Holman, number 3, into the lineup. We saw him in the junior varsity contest. Back out front it goes. Inside Kanapke.
Doubling from the same side wing.
Jack Kanapke does not believe it went off of him, but he's not going to win that argument.
If Jack would understand, that initial move doesn't have to be there. He got a really nice look in the first half when he made that quick kick back out. They went right back at him, and he because of that, he established a lower post.
Reese will have the basketball. Tigers with a 3-point lead. Elkert to Mollenauer. Mollenauer into the lane. Jump shot is good. Chase Mollenauer starting to warm up, perhaps. He's got 4. Lead at 5 points for the Tigers. Move inside. Shot off the glass, no good by Ranley. Inside goes Holman on the floor. They wanted to travel. Hess will shoot the 3, no good, and Nolan Fark grabs that rebound.
This half, I see the players kind of forcing a little bit more and not getting it through their offense. I see a little bit more separation from the players, and I don't know that they're getting the greatest looks because of it, because the time Reese drove in, he's trying to separate and just didn't have a very good look. We saw it down here a couple times as well.
Lucas Heitkamp into the lineup, number 13. He'll be tossing it in for Jackson Center. He gets it right to Plattfoot, who just came into the game, and Pullman really had no choice but to foul him.
He overplayed the seal, so he's on the weak side, and I noticed the player backed up a little bit so that there wouldn't be any interference with the basket to make that pass. Because he tried to get around him, he slipped it and got a really nice look out of it.
Reed Plattfoot Sophomore connects. 6-point lead for Jackson Center. Kanapke will return to the lineup after catching a breather. Kanapke will grab the rebound. Ranley, number 10, with it. Back over to Eink. Coleman. Niekamp.
There he's playing off the post, but they sealed Niekamp. Still not a low look. It's kind of a double post action.
Niekamp, turnaround jumper, no good. Lucas Heitkamp with the rebound. Lead pass, Camden Reese. Inside goes Flatfoot. He'll dump it off, but
they're going to travel.
Call it travel, yep. Thought that's what we saw.
You know, Marion Local has an opportunity. You watch Jackson Center, they're really loading the box when it's on the strong side of with Jack Kanapke. I always want to say Luke Kanapke. With Jack Kanapke sealing, if they skip the ball and make a good skip pass, now they're going to be playing closeout basketball and with an open driving lane.
Pass out front.
See how they're loading the box right there pretty well. There's a skip.
Niekamp. Shot no good, and Reese will grab it. Hess coming up from behind Reese, but he'll go across the timeline. Three-pointer by Elkert, a little bit too strong. Rebound bounces long, and Reese will handle it. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go, third quarter action. Flatfoot on Niekamp. Inside goes Mullenauer, still has it. It's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, they really didn't need to help over there too much because they had him walled up pretty good.
Mullenauer a little slow coming up court. Kanapke inside. Boy, there's the power move. You're not going to stop that.
No. The lower he can establish himself and the deeper he can get towards the basket, he's going to find success.
Beautiful move by Jack Kanapke, and he will score. He's got 7 on the night. His team has 22. Hits the free throw. Three-point difference. 1:58 to go. Reese. Heitkamp inside, trying to do something. He'll go to the corner. Elkert has it. Flatfoot. Inside, they'll go back over to the corner. Flatfoot will have it, working his way into the lane. Off to Reese, off the glass. Second bucket of the night for Camden Reese. Her first bucket of the night for Camden Reese.
Yeah, they drove some help and they got an easy dish off.
Camden Reese in the scoring column. Marion Local back with it. Long shot by Ranley, no good. He'll chase it down, unable to handle it. Goes out of bounds, and Nolan Fark will return to the lineup. Grant Elkert will go to the bench.
Both of these teams pretty sound defensively as well, but they also are real aware what they want offensively. Jackson Center will set that screen around that free throw area, and you have an opportunity to slip that, and then you can pop it afterwards with the other guy. So that's pretty good action.
In the lineup, Lucas Hartle, number 3. Reese goes inside, back out to Fark. Fark with a 15-footer. Boy, Fark knocks it home. He's got 11 out of his team's 30 points, and the Tigers have a 7-point lead as we start to close out quarter number 3.
Well, they're hitting those 2-point shots now.
Marion Local looking at a clock that's counting down now. As you can see it, Jackson Center student section shouting defense. Eink, left-handed shot, no good. Ranley shot a little bit short. Kanapke saves it. Heitkamp, and that's connected by Fark, but well after the horn sounds. He's got the right touch, folks. Our score, Jackson Center 30. Marion Local 23. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement. We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
You see Villanova with Jay Wright used to run a lot of 4 out, 1 in, but Rick Majerus, when he was at Utah, he was really someone that really perfected it.
Say we're underway in our fourth quarter as everyone's clapping their hands here at Jackson Center. They have a 7-point lead, and let's see if they can hang on to it.
Downstream seal.
Mullenauer, 17-footer. Jackson Center fans raising their hand, count it.
Yep.
He gets on a roll, and it's tough. 9-point lead. Here comes Heitkamp. He's going to race it the length of the court. What a move. Puts it up and in.
He's a really good hesitation dribble.
And that brings the fans to their feet, off their feet rather, and it's a timeout, Marion Local, and it's an 11-point Jackson Center lead. Our score, Jackson Center 34, Marion Local 23. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Marion Local really forced to take a timeout here, down by 11. They've got to reset themselves somehow on offense as the Tigers just really coming alive here at the start of this quarter. For 45 seconds has been all Jackson Center.
Yeah. The difference in the first half and the second half for Jackson Center is they're hitting their 2-point field goal shots now.
And that means Mullenauer's back into the action. Yep. He's got 6. And then, of course, Nolan Fark, he's got 11. He just very steady performer in both halves, but he's hit a couple here as well. And that's been the difference is Marion Local just, when you lose that, a scorer like Mesher, that just slows you up. I mean, they try to make up for it, but it's just difficult. Pullman, his shot a little bit short, rebound will come down to Plattfoot.
I'd like to see Jack see a little harder there. He made a nice screen for a flare, and then he went to the post. Going to see a little harder there.
Mullenauer shot no good. Rebound. Position. Ball goes to the floor. And let's see who the foul is on. Foul's going to be on number 32. That's Reed Plattfoot. That'll be his third. And that's the team's third.
Tate Hess did a good job blocking out there. He had him sealed pretty good.
Hess back over to Pullman. Niekamp with the screen. He'll roll inside. Kanapke comes out.
I'm trying to seal Niekamp a little bit now. Reverse the guys in the post.
Pullman, short jumper, and he connects. 6-foot senior connects on the basket, and it's a 9-point Jackson Center lead.
That was a big 2-point for them. They needed that.
Reese out front, over to Heitkamp. Inside it goes. Reese, Mollenauer, beautiful move. Chase Mollenauer with that left hand.
And all that started with the action around that free throw line. You had a screen, a slip, a pop out, got it to the perimeter, and he drove the closeout.
Inside to Niekamp, back out to Hess for three. Shot no good, and Camden Reese with great position. Outlet pass Mollenauer. He's in the double figures. Just like that, Jace Mollenauer now has 10 points. Hess, going to be a foul on Mollenauer. Foul on number 12, and that's Jace Mollenauer. That'll be his first. Plattfoot will come out. Elkert will come in. Kanapke gets the inbounds pass. Pullman out front. Kanapke.
That's going to be a bucket.
Two Jackson Center defenders slow that one up. And that puts Kanapke at the free throw line.
So that was a pretty good job by Jack because he sealed and the guy was fronting him. Did a nice job with a little bit of a lob right to the corner of the basket. Jackson Center had to come in hard with some players and make that foul.
38-25 our score on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
That's where I think with Niekamp and Kanapke, if you ran a high-low from the elbow maybe extended, he can make, if they're fronting him, you can go to the corner of the backboard with it and he can make that lob.
Kanapke at the free throw line. He's got 7 points on the night. Second toss, no good. Rebound, Elkert. Tigers with the basketball. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in this one.
Switch over to 1-3-1.
Trying to. Jackson Center will just play keep away for a while until they get the easy shot clock advantage.
And they got a two-guard front. That's what you run against a 1-3-1 or 1-2-2, 3-2. You have a two-guard front versus a 2-3. You'd have a three-guard front.
Fark, boy, that's downtown. That's it. They got a whistle and a timeout by Coach Scott Elkert with 4:43. He will take a 30-second timeout as
with Marion Local coming out in that 1-3-1, you can't, just live and die by the three. If you're Jackson Center, you're going to have to get some penetration, some skips, and you can attack the basket. Or if it's on the wing with one of the two-guard fronts, you skip to the corner, or you send a guy and you overload it. So I'm sure Coach Elkart is making sure that they know they got to understand they got to attack that as well.
And Jace Mollenauer will toss it in. Like to remind you that tonight's game will be replayed on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay dates Wednesday, February the 8th at 9 p.m., Sunday, February the 12th at 3 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
Marion Local back out in that 1-3-1. See, there's good dribble penetration attack in the zone.
Clark will have it.
See how they're sliding the weak side over? they have to cover down so hard with that.
Reese over to Fark. Elkert will shoot the three. Grant Elkert, tell you what, he's having a nice game here.
It's good ball movement.
He's got 12 points, had a nice look at it, nice shot.
Well, you went side to side. They try to slip in the backside guard, the backside forward, and that creates an opening.
That's going to be a foul there. That's going to go against Reese. Elkert's got 12 points. He's been very strong. I think he's got 4 threes. So outside three-point shooting for Grant Elkert. Big factor really in this contest. Take what's open and able to connect.
And they went side to side with that basketball, and that created a much better look in the corner. Flex.
Camp back over to Ranley. Over to Pullman.
Marion Local running a flex offense right now.
There's the shot, and Brandon Eink.
It's good ball movement.
He's got 6 points. Mullenauer for 3. No good. Kanapke will get the rebound. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go. 13-point lead, Jackson Center. Niekamp tipped away by Fark.
He's getting pushed off the block so far, though. The deeper he tries to seal Niekamp, the better off he's going to be. Same with Kanapke. Comes in. Little flare screen by Kanapke.
Pullman shot no good. Mullenauer will grab the rebound. And I don't think the shooting stats are exactly pretty for Marion Local so far.
No.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in this one.
Well, now they're going to extend and trap it a little bit. Oh, that was a gamble.
Jackson Center, kind of like a four-corner offense almost.
Yep, it's 2-guard front. You got a guy in the center, and they'll try to sneak the ball. That backside guy's wide open. There it is.
And Mullenauer gets it. A nice pass inside.
Always look opposite when you get that ball against the 1-3-1 and the elbow.
Into the lane. He'll draw the foul. It's Brandon Eink. Eink will step to the line.
Coach Meyer having a few words.
Not sure what the discussion is there. I think they're just some instruction to Bryson Roberts.
Yeah.
Ryan Holman, number 3, back into the lineup for Marion Local. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go. And Mullenauer with the rebound.
They might have to extend. There they go. Now they're extending their defense a little bit out.
Reese will have it inside to Mullenauer. Elkert.
Back to man. Marion Local went back to man.
Fark. Mullenauer. Right spot at the right time. Jace Mullenauer. He's got 14. He leads all scorers in this one.
I think that was 7 2-point conversions in a row.
That's pretty impressive in this game.
Because the first half, that's what wasn't happening.
Got a 30-second timeout for Marion Local coach Kurt Gottemiller. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allenbaugh Insurance, and NKTelco. Additional sponsors, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schreederman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securecom, and St. Henry Bank. replays of tonight's Jackson Center Marion local contest on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Wednesday, February the 8th at 9 p.m. Sunday, February the 12th at 3 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
What Marion Local's got to do here is try to come up with a quick hitter and then extend their defense. Pick up full court. Run a little flex action, but a little curl there.
In the wing, number
That's what I mean
21,
by
shot no good. Reese is going to draw the foul out front. Victor Holscher, number 21, into the lineup.
Camden Reese handles the ball real well for his size.
Excellent player. As I said, his stats are very unusual, about 4 to 5 points a game, 4 to 5 rebounds, and about 4 to 5 assists. Like I said at the beginning, it was 4 across, but it's actually closer a little bit to 5, and he has to be the toughest defensive player because it seems like he's always on the man that they need to stop.
Down low, yeah.
Final minute coming up. Got a foul. It's going to be on Marion Local. Victor Holscher, number 21, into the lineup. As is number 24, which is Andrew Pullman. A couple of substitutes. Seniors going out for Jackson Center.
Boy, Nolan Fark's had a nice game.
I think Nolan Fark always has a nice game.
It's just under control.
Rebound comes down to Pullman, and here come the Flyers in the final seconds of this one. Tigers going to come away with a victory here tonight in a clash of a couple of teams that are state ranked. Inside is Holman. He'll put it up and in. Ryan Holman in the scorebook, the 6-foot sophomore, makes it 45-30. And we are at 30 points. Jackson Center's defensive figure.
Yep.
Hartle back out to Fark. Fark will handle the ball, and that's going to be it. The fans here in Jackson Center, the Tiger faithful, will come to their feet. Jackson Center continues their win streak to 14 straight as they take a 45-30 win over Marion Local. We'll come back, take a look at our stats and some other things here on NKTelco Sports. So again, our final 45-30. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit
Jackson Center now 14-1 overall. Marion Local stands at 10-3. And when you take a look at the Division IV state rankings, Richmond Heights number 1, Leesburg Fairfield number 2, and then Jackson Center number 3. Couple of first place votes, and number 4 is Arooshie. Then comes Crestview, Patrick Henry at 6, Cornerstone Christian at 7, Marion Local at 8, Caldwell at 9, and Magador at 10. You drop down a little bit further, and Fort Loramie is also in the mix with those receiving 12 or more points. So good representation. Jackson Center plays very well here tonight and comes away with the victory. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, the Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allenbaugh Insurance, and NKTelco. Our Keys to the Game segment brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank Think First. Starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor tonight, Precision Strip. Our player of the game tonight, we'll get to that here in just a moment. And our Jackson Center live view sponsor is Allenbaugh Insurance. So Allenbaugh Insurance, our Jackson Center live view sponsor. Additional sponsors tonight: Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiedemann, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. And just a reminder that replays of tonight's high school varsity action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Wednesday, February the 8th at 9 p.m., Sunday, February the 12th at 3 p.m., and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Jackson Center, big night for all three teams. They come away with a win. They win the JV game in overtime. They win the freshman game by a couple of points. And here tonight, really no doubt in this one, as Jackson Center, we'll take a look at the numbers, Rich, but Jackson Center really, the second half, there really wasn't much of a threat.
Yeah, they connected on their 2-point field goal percentage, and that made a big difference. I think at one point they had 7 in a row that they got. They ended up 9 for 17 around that, and they were 2 for 10 in the first half. So that made the difference. They just hit a couple of those, and again, then you can see that Marion Local's around 4 for 11 from 3, so you know that they missed Jaden Mesher. I mean, he's a big key in what they do, and Kanapke's got a little bit better of a time, maybe getting a little more post touches and being a little bit more open. If they wouldn't be able to come down on that same side wing as much if you got a Jaden Mesher out on the floor.
And our stats here are all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Thanks to Wagner's IGA for bringing our statistical outlook. And now I'm going to move on to our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. And I think we're going to select somebody a little bit different. Nolan Fark and Jace Mullenauer have won it on several occasions. Got to believe that Grant Elkert, the senior for Jackson Center, he hit 4 threes tonight. A couple of them were in the game. He played a very good game.
Yes,
solid game.
He's a solid player on both ends of the floor.
So let's tip our hats to our player of the game. It brought to you by NKTelco. It's Grant Elkert, our player of the game. And I think that's going to do it for us. Jackson Center now has won the last 3 meetings between these teams and 4 of the last 5 games against them. They had won last year at Marion Local, 63-42, and then the last time they played here on the home floor, they took a 46-36 win, and again, a victory tonight as they come away with a 45-30 victory over Marion Local. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Rich Bensman, and you have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.